Hello, hello, hello. I've come with another fun one for you, something that you might enjoy in this episode of Make Art with Mrs. M. So, I've created this heart that combines Zentangles and warm colors. So, I made a giant heart and then I created different sections, and each section got a special treatment with these rainbow curves and with zigzags and straight lines with curvy spirals, and then a whole variety because I just went crazy when I got to that side. So I also printed out for myself some little pattern ideas because just in case my brain goes numb and I forget, oh, what can I do? What can I add next? Here are a few fancy ones, but mostly I like to keep it simple. Okay, I've done two versions of this heart. This was the first one I made, and this was the second. I'm still using the warm colors, except in a different way. I just did solid blocks of the warm colors here. I've added my varieties of pattern designs, and so I'm going to attempt to do an even more spectacular heart this time. So as I set these to the side, my camera might go a little crazy because it does not like it when there's nothing to focus on. Right now this is a blank sheet of paper. I brought out my markers because I have to have a bunch of them. They all seem to be going dead. They're drying up. See that? See what I tell you about the camera? The camera is just struggling. If there isn't art there, it's just craving art the same way I do. Here's my great big heart. All right, what kind of sections will I use this time? Oh, I'm just going to go random with it. So I'm going to add some curved lines. And some straight ones. And there. I think that should do it. I don't want to make my different areas too small. Now I'm going to switch to a smaller marker. Okay. One of my favorite kinds of lines to include are spirals. So I start different areas first, and then I keep going. These markers are giving me fits today. And I turn my spirals in different directions. Some are large and some are small. Fits, I tell you. These markers are giving me the fits. It's time for me to go restock on my art supplies. Because I like my black markers to be super dark when I'm working. Great. Wow, I'm almost done with that. There. Spirals going in every direction. Sometimes I like to do straight lines. And now I'll do some in the opposite direction. I think the most common part of drawing these kinds of patterns is the repetition. Straight line. You get shorter and shorter every time. I think I'm going to put designs in all of them except this one shape that managed to be in the middle, and that's where I'll add some more warm colors. I switched to my thicker marker because I think these zigzags just look better when they're thicker. Woo, that's fantastic. Let's see. I like loopy lines. I especially like this one that loops in two different directions. Pretty cool, huh? I think I'm going to go back and maybe add a little dot inside of each of these. Some of them are tiny. Sometimes I even do this with ink pens instead of markers because I can really control how small and how detailed things get. This is a design I like to do sometimes. 4 lines this way, 4 that way. And I just go one row at a time. Voila. Almost feels like, seems like I could even touch that. That one feels like a real, it seems like a real texture. Let's see, over here, I think I'm going to do, let's see. I think I'm just going to do like circles. All different sizes. Some of them have circles inside. There. So I'm going to continue and make more patterns. So I finished adding design here, design here. I think I even added some dots here that were not there before. And as I promised, I left the center empty because I'm going to add some colors. So I'm going to grab some colors here. These are warm colors, yes, from my cup. Okay. Woo! Wait. Bright yellow. Okay. So I'm just going to add some colors. And guess what? I'm sort of going to do a plaid design with some stripes going in different directions. Yeah. I think that'll be fun. So I'm using the side of the marker to press down. Okay. I even want to add a little pink there to the end. And I'll add a thin dark red stripe. Okay. Now in the opposite direction. How do you like that? I think that's amazing. And yes, it is very different from the first two Zentangle Hearts that I did, but I love it. And the colors vibrate the same way the white and black areas vibrate. Well, that's a special Valentine for somebody, or maybe this one, or maybe even this one. I hope you had fun today. Come back, we'll make more cool things.